You're listening to The Startup with Monique LeRae, only on LA Talk Radio.
This is Monique LeRae, and this is The Startup with Monique LeRae. Welcome to my show. Actually, welcome to my year number 2 show. I think we're on the 90th or 92nd episode. I'll have to take a look and get back to you. But today marks 2 years that I've been with LA Talk Radio. I'm so effing excited and grateful to Sam and his team for having me and putting up with me. As you can see, I'm kind of in sweats and I'm in a public place. I'm here in downtown LA where the Emmys are happening today and tonight. And I want to first say congratulations to all the nominees for the Emmy Awards this year, 2021. And we are here doing a little after party / 2-year anniversary with LA Talk Radio. So we're right around the road. We'll be at Mezcalero, downtown LA. And I've got to spell that out for you. But I'll do it in the comments or something. But anyway, it's a beautiful spot here in downtown. And if you want to join us tonight, we still have a little bit of room. You can go on eventbrite.com and just type in Emmys After Party LA Talk Radio. And you'll see my face. And grab yourself a free ticket. All right, without further ado, I'm so excited to have someone that I know and love on my 2-year anniversary show, and she's the epitome of entrepreneurship. Jennifer McCrae's back with us. Jennifer, how are you today?
Hey, happy 2nd year anniversary.
All right, she's zooming on in here on stream. So we'll get her up in just a moment. You guys, I want to just give you an update on the film, the Pandemic Project documentary and Pandemic film, which is part 2. The first one is actually, we're working really hard to get this into a really exciting festival. It's around the world. There's a strong deadline there, so I'm working around the clock to make that happen. So fingers crossed, fingers and toes crossed that we can get that in there. I know you guys have been waiting patiently. Some people have been asking, when's it coming out? We're almost there. I have a pleasure of working with a very talented composer, and I can't do it right now, but we got some really amazing talent on the soundtrack. So this is going to be one for the record books, and I'm excited to get it in the can. So let's see if maybe we can get Jennifer to join us. I know there's a little bit of a internet issue there on her end. Guys, if you're not following me, please follow me on Instagram. I post all the time. Hopefully you know I post people who are. Oh, and here it is. Before we get her in, follow me on Instagram at Monique LeRae Stinson, MoniqueLeRestinson, or at The Startup with Monique LeRae. Without further ado, let's take off to your show with Jennifer. Jennifer, how are you?
Hey, good. Happy 2nd anniversary.
Thank you. Listen, you know, I was just sharing. Yes, thank you so much, Jennifer. I was just sharing with the viewers and listeners that you are the epitome of entrepreneurship. As you can see, everybody, she's in her scrubs. You know, she's this time, a very unique time in history, and now she's making a shift to other things. Some people are going from being an entrepreneur solely and then getting a more steady income and taking a check. Jennifer here is doing the opposite. And so I thought that she would be a really great guest for my 2-year anniversary show, because that is something that we should explore. Jennifer, tell everybody who you are in case they aren't familiar with you from last time, and what you're doing next.
Hi, well, I'm Jennifer McCrae. I am an ER trauma nurse. I'm also a clinical nurse educator. And what I have discovered in the last year is I really was made very clear this year that what we do in medicine is we are reactive rather than being proactive. And I felt that I think what we need more of is people that are looking at and people holistically and keeping people out of the hospital, which I don't think we do a terribly good job of doing. So I'm looking at doing some holistic health, doing some preventative medicine, doing immune therapy, and doing things that keep people out of the hospital. And I think when you're doing one, you can spend so much more time with people than does a doctor in the hospital, or especially in the emergency room. We treat the street, we throw a pill at it. We don't look at the underlying cause of things and treat those things to keep you out. So that's what I want to do, is go do a concierge service, go to people's homes and help them be very proactive about their health.
That's beautiful, because I think in times of crisis, in times when it's hard, when times when it's challenging, you really find out who you are and what you are and what you're not. And it sounds like you found your calling to be proactive, to avoid the things that you're seeing in the ER and in the hospital. And only you can speak to that. And it's really cool to see that you're going to do a wraparound service of holistic health to be preventative. And I'm excited because you've been talking to me about this for a couple of years. I think you were talking about this before the pandemic. So it's really cool. Yeah, it's really cool to see you kind of blossoming this out. I know that there was another thing that we talked about offline that you'll be bringing to the world soon, which I'm excited for you about. But let's speak to the entrepreneurs specifically that are like you. And I would find them to be in the more minority of the population. Like I said earlier at the top of the show, what I'm finding, and I could be wrong, you guys email me, message in the comments what you're experiencing or hearing or seeing. But what I've seen in the entrepreneurial world is that people are leaving their solo hustle, if you will, their brand, and they're picking up a 9 to 5 or a 9 to 9, and they're getting a check because they need to stabilize because of the pandemic. But you're one of the ones that's going from that to the more unstable world of entrepreneurship, of startup.
Yes. Going to start flying without a net here in a little bit. I mean, I think for a while it's going to be doing both, of course, because I like to eat. I like to
eating's good.
Live indoors. But yes, I think as frustrating as this whole year and a half has been, what it's done, I've had felt for a little while that a lot of doors were closing, and I realized that actually a lot of windows were opening. And I have taken this, I've had to take a couple of steps back and just reevaluate things and say, how long do I want to do this? And how frustrated do I want to be? And just look at everything from a different perspective.
Yes, I think that your mindset as an entrepreneur is the most important thing. It does not matter what the reality is today. It matters what you're projecting, what you're pursuing, and what you're transmitting out. And you are absolutely right in that. There's got to be some balance in the world, right? There can't be everybody that's like, all right, I'm taking a 9 to 5. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a startup. I'm a medium-sized business, and I need to go get a check. Everybody can't go do that. Somebody has to stay in this entrepreneur space, in the startup space. There's got to be ingenuity and innovators somewhere. We're not going to move forward, right? So I think that maybe on a larger scale, on the macro view of what this is for you and the world, this could really help us avoid maybe the next pandemic. If you take this idea on a larger level, on the macro view, of preventative, because guess what? There's going to be zoonomic animals. There's going to be animals that mix at the market with monkeys and bats, and people are going to always have a taste for exotic foods. We can't avoid that. People are not going to wash their hands. Some people are going to always have pre-existing conditions. But if you can get in front of this and kind of cure the things around it, it won't be as bad, perhaps.
That's the hope. And as I was talking to people today, as I was doing a clinic today, and as I was talking to them, I realized, wow, we diagnose you with high blood pressure, we diagnose you with diabetes, we diagnose you with this and that, and then we give you a pill, but we never look at what's going to help you. And some things just can't be prevented, of course, but if we can prevent something and get it early, why should we be chasing our tail? And I think that as we've seen in the last year, we're chasing our tails a lot. And people will always get sick, and we're not going to prevent everything. But if we can prevent even a little teeny bit and keep people on a much more level field, I think we should do that. And some of this comes into self-care.
Yeah.
We're not very good at self-care. Nurses are particularly bad at self-care. And as I was looking at this, I thought, you know what? If I'm going to work hard, I'd like to work hard for myself. And
That's it. That's when an entrepreneur is born. You know that you're a true entrepreneur. You're like, you know what? I like to eat. I like to have a roof over my head. Do you know what I like better? Doing it my way. And I'm willing to risk that to do it. You know you're not need to do that. And
right.
yeah.
It's worth it. It's worth it to me to struggle a little bit, knowing that I'm actually, I make a bigger difference. I think I wouldn't say that I never make a difference, because I like to think that I have, but I'd like to make a bigger difference in people's lives, not just because I'm patching them up, but because I'm actually giving them tools and giving them tools to be better and to be healthy.
I mean, it's about. I love it. So a little bit on. Let's just get real, because I think with Jennifer, she's very transparent, and I know her personally. I feel like she did the really nice business for you. So, so Jennifer. Here. All right. Hey guys. All right. Hold on a minute. We've got a little internet issue. Let's just. Here we are. Guys, this is the Startup with Monique Lurie. This is my 2-year anniversary show. I'm with Jennifer McCrae. She is a nurse, and now we're going to call her a lifestyle wellness. What are we going to call you? What's your title, Jennifer?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't thought about that. I think holistic health, maybe, just in general.
Yeah.
That's the goal I'm going for, holistic practitioner.
Holistic practitioner. And right before our internet got a little crazy, we were, I was kind of trying to get to the bread and butter of it, right? The meat or the heart of it. And right now in this moment, Jennifer, what would you say that would be relatable to an entrepreneur that's really wanting to come from a place of where you're coming from that steady check to the unknown, right? Like, what are you battling with, dealing with right now that maybe could help them kind of guide around that startup space, if you will, in a pandemic?
Yes. Well, I don't even know that the pandemic enters into it, but just in general, a little self-doubt. It's like, can I do this? Do I have, some days I go, wow, I have a really great skill set. I have a real marketable skill set.
Yeah.
And I'm real excited about this. And then I go the next day and go, wow, do I really have enough business savvy to do this? I have skills, but do I have the broad knowledge to do this? And you know what? No one's going to have every bit of knowledge for every piece of your business, but that's where networking comes in. That's where doing your research comes in. And what I'm looking to do is not serve the entire population, but more serve a niche. And someone a long time ago told me, if you're going to do something, there are a couple of areas that you can go into. You can improve an existing product. You can get and build a brand new product, or you can find a niche market. And those are really the three things that pretty much everybody does. If you look into it, everybody fall into one of those groups. They made something better, they made something brand new, or they found a niche market and focused on that group. So for me,
that's a really good, yeah.
I'm looking at a niche market. I'm looking at who really I can focus my services on. And it can be broad, but I think sometimes narrowing things down and looking at who your real target audience is makes it easier. And then you can expand out as things get bigger and as you get hopefully employees and those kinds of things. Because right now, like, as you know, it's me. Right?
Yeah, it's you, and you always have to say we or they or us, even though it's just you. You're the back end, you're the front end, you're the marketing, you're the strategy. I love everything you've said. And it sounds like just start off small, be really good at that, and then build out. Because if you could get your business model to really function in, say, your region, and you have it tight there, you can duplicate that in many other places around the world and branch out, franchise maybe, or whatnot. This could be, for lack of a better example, the round table pizza or the Pizza Hut of wellness, if you do it, and it sounds like you're onto something that we have a hole for in the market. I think that with Americans, especially if you travel a little bit, we do kind of patch it up and take a pill, and there's no follow-up on that pill, except the only follow-up is getting like a refill on your pills.
Right.
There's no like, hey, these pills made your hair fall out, so maybe we shouldn't be taking these pills longer than, and I like what you're saying. Here's how I was, asking about, like, so I had a couple people doing the gifting suite this weekend. As you know, Jennifer's been with us on that as well. But the pandemic has affected their brand as far as like, the supply chain portion of the world, right? The business world. So getting those bottles or getting that, that boxing or that packaging or the supply chain has been affected. So what would you say right now for someone, looking to start? The supply chain's kind of messed up, You've been with me, you know how it is to get samples into swag bags and hustle that whole thing. What piece of advice out there for people who are stressed out about the supply chain?
I would say look locally
Mhm.
if you can. I mean, it's great to get something from China or India or Canada.
Yeah, we're getting a little glitch here. But Jennifer,
No,
go ahead, Jennifer.
Okay.
Say it again for
So,
me, please. Go ahead.
So to look as locally as you can. I mean, it's great to go to China and get things because you can get it cheaper and in bulk, but then you run into some pretty severe problems. If you can get something locally, it may be more expensive initially, but that'll keep you going. And so for medical supplies, you don't always have lots of options. I know, like, hospitals in general across the country were impacted a couple of years ago with a hurricane in Puerto Rico because there are several manufacturing companies that produce things like saline. So who would think there'd be a saline shortage? I mean, it's salt water, right? But
Right.
it's like, okay, well, you could practically mix that, right? But that whole factory was disrupted because of that, and that affected everything and everybody who needed saline, which you use for absolutely everything. So are there local companies in the U.S.? Probably. And in Puerto Rico is technically in the U.S., but that factory was really disrupted, and that hurt people for a long time. I think we're finally now, and this was a couple of years ago, getting things back online. So if you have bottles or you have T-shirts or you have those things, you can get it from somebody who's local. You're not only supporting their business, but then you are having less of a supply chain issue, unless, of course, they're having an issue up the line, which you can't control.
Yeah, this is a really great point, and I actually love it because it does two things. It gets you the things you need right away, and usually we're go as entrepreneurs. Then you know what? It also supports the local mom and pop, and it really gives you a sense of community. And I love to do that as often as I can. Although I like a strong chain and a brand that has a lot of bulk, it feels really good to give a little love to the mom and pop, right? You want to do that. The Main Street entrepreneurs, if you will. So, moving forward, this time next year, Jennifer, where do you see this wellness brand of yours being? Because now you're in the infancy stage and you're kind of just giving birth and seeing and putting all the pieces on the board. But where do you see yourself on my 3-year anniversary with LA Taco?
Well, I'm hoping that it will be up and running and making money. That's the hope. I do have a couple of other nurses in other states where we're talking about having the same brand, but then be in multiple states. So it's not a franchise exactly, but it would be a multi-location business. So
that's good.
To bring, I mean, because there are nurses in all 50 states. So we could certainly open up in every state if we wanted to and have this business model and have it be under mine you know.
Mhm.
So I'm hoping to, I hope to eventually have a brick and mortar.
Yeah.
So maybe in a year. Right now, it'll be mobile and concierge. So that, and honestly, I would be okay with having 20 mobile nurses. You know, if that's what it took. Brick and mortar is nice, but it's also having the freedom of your office is your car, and you go where the need is. So hopefully,
Those are great slogans, Jennifer. Your office is your car. Go where the need is. Write those down. Nobody take those, all right? These were birthed here on the startup with Monique LeRae.
I'm gonna write that down now before I forget it.
You got to write that down. I love everything you're saying. I didn't mean to cut you off there, but sometimes when you get a really good tagline, you got to point that out. Yeah. So where can people find you? Like if they want to support this, or if they are a nurse or someone that is in the wellness space, and I'm guessing you're just going to focus on the continental US for now, or maybe your region, which by the way, she's in the Midwest, guys. So where can people find you? Give us your plugs.
I don't have a website up yet. Hopefully, when we talk in November, that will all be in place, and I have something for you, everybody to view, and we'll have our big reveal. Maybe we'll do that on your on your
Nice.
show.
That would be great.
November. We'll have our reveal. But for right now, you can, if you might be interested in the opportunity, you can go to CTRLALTJEN@gmail. Shoot me an email. I always get my emails, and right now I'm furiously working. The royal we, my dogs and my cats and I are really working hard to get a website up, to get at least a landing page, to give you an idea of who we are, who I am, who the dogs and I are. And working on getting a name. So I'd say also the big thing is get your name, get your business name, get that protected, get that website under that name. So, and
That's
right now
really,
I have that.
well, and speaking of that, that's a really great point, Jennifer. I think we spoke offline. We want to launch a little contest to name Jennifer's business. So if you viewers or listeners are interested in the wellness space, or just in general, Jennifer's story, her journey to launch this brand and help the world prevent future illnesses and just be better humans and be better overall in your body. Drop down in the comments and shoot us a suggestion of a name. I'm sure we can get you something. Jennifer, we got to come up with a gift or something, a little gift certificate or t-shirt.
Sure. Yeah,
something,
t-shirt,
shout out.
free treatment. If you're
Yeah.
in LA, I do come to LA. Not weekly, but I'm definitely there. So it can get you get you a treatment, get some t-shirts. That the name is the big thing, and that's something that I work on every day. You want it to represent you and to represent, of course, what you do. And like I said, I'm in the Midwest. I'm in Kansas. If that helps anybody. And yeah, I would love to see people's ideas.
Yeah.
And you saw it here first. So you saw
it here first.
And
that's
it will
right.
be revealed here first.
And we love that. We love getting it exclusive. And it doesn't really matter where you are physically, because your brand is worldwide. So if you think globally, you'll get help from everywhere. So that's how we feel at the startup with Monique LeRae. We think globally. We are global. We travel everywhere. We take the show on the road, as you guys know, following me this last 18 months or so. So Jennifer's brand's the same way. She's an international traveler. I think she gets calls, all over the world to do what she does. So great, guys. Drop down in the comments if you have an idea for Jennifer's business, and you'll get a treatment from her. Name a couple large cities that's around your area in Kansas, in case people aren't familiar with Kansas, besides LA being a major place that you do come. Give us a couple others. I know Chicago's not too far away.
Right, and I'm in Wichita. We're a couple of hours from Kansas City. I'm close to Oklahoma City, Tulsa.
And St. Louis as well.
Oh, in St. Louis. Yeah, St. Louis is a couple of hours from here. Of course, the Lou,
The Lou.
The Lou. Yeah. So in St. Louis, hello.
Oh my gosh, really well, really great. So what do you want to leave us with on my 2-year anniversary, on this anniversary of you launching your wellness brand? What do you want to leave the viewers and listeners? We just have a few more minutes here to share.
Oh, well, I think to embrace the fear. I think what I've been saying to myself is embrace the fear. It's like stage fright. Stage fright's a good thing. It helps you give a good performance. And embracing the fear. When you have a little bit of fear, you work better. I work better. I work better under stress. I mean, I'm an ER nurse, so clearly stress is my bag. But,
Hey, that's another good line. Stress is my bag.
So, and that's going to be in a t-shirt, by the way. Stress is my bag. If it wasn't for the tension, I would fall apart. The tension holds me together. So, yeah, I think I don't like it necessarily, but I've spent my career going towards things that scare me. And when you go through that and you conquer what scares you, there isn't much that scares you. So I'm hoping to conquer this fear of being all alone by myself, doing it and not being reliant on anybody else. And if I can do it, goodness knows anybody else can do it. So embrace the fear and run headlong into it. And I think you'll be successful. Fear is a good motivator.
Great advice from someone that saves lives all the time. And I think that Jennifer, honestly, if you're entrusted with saving people's lives, you're going to do great with your entrepreneurial endeavors. We're here to support you here at the Start with Monique LeRae. And we're going to have Jennifer back soon, like she said, in November. And pretty soon she's going to have some amazing tangibles for you guys to see online. And we're here to help push that forward. And it's good to have a deadline or something to look forward to, kind of push the vision forward, right? So we're going to be asking about it. So check back here for an update with Jennifer. Drop down in the comments if you have a suggestion for her brand. Please don't just think Kansas City Wellness or Kansas State Wellness. She's a global entity that she's launching and a global brand. She travels around the world to help people. So make sure that that's incorporated in your ideas, guys. And we appreciate it. She's offering you a free treatment, some t-shirts, some swag. And maybe if we come up with something else, because naming the brand is the most important. And then maybe we'll have a logo naming event also. I don't know, a logo design.
Great.
Yes. Yeah. So every step of the way here at the Startup with Monique LeRae, I love this kind of thing. I love seeing ideas be launched. And that's kind of why I started this. Jennifer, give everybody your Instagram one more time in case they want to follow you.
So my Instagram is CTRLALTJEN. And I'm also at AirsickRN because I travel a lot. AIRSICK. Oh, I'm sorry. The real AirsickRN.
Not the big one.
That's right. Well, my other one was hacked and stolen. So it's the real AirsickRN.
Nice. It's a great name. Thank you, Jennifer, for being here on my 2-year anniversary. Thank you for coming on last minute. She came from the ER today, guys, to be on my show. So. All right, Jen.
I dropped everything. I left someone hanging.
Uh-oh. Gosh. Dun, dun, dun. That's ER humor, guys. All right, Jen, it's a pleasure to see you, and we'll see you in November again here on the Startup, and we can't wait to see what you come up with on this wellness brand.
Oh yeah, me either. I'm really excited. Maybe Oscars week we can do the logo reveal.
Ooh, sounds good, Jennifer. We'll see you soon, okay?
All right. Bye.
Excuse me, guys. Woo, got so excited about my party tonight. If you're in the downtown area, it's Emmys weekend. Shout out to the nominees this year for the Primetime Emmys. And shout out to my co-host tonight, Matt Sarafa and Dr. Elance McCarthy, the Silver Fox, as he calls himself. We'll see you guys tonight at 9 p.m. The party starts at 9 and it ends at midnight at Mezcalada downtown. Check out Eventbrite. Type in Emmys After Party. Start up with Monique LeRae or LA Talk Radio, and you'll see my face. And the gentleman that I just mentioned, Dr. Lance and Matt Sarafa, will be co-hosting. So DJ Myson King will be there from Fam Royale. We've got some amazing things going on. It's going to be a good time, a good mingler. And shout out to Jay at Mescalera downtown. Thank you for hosting us, your team, Ernesto and Sam. Thank you so much, guys. You've been so gracious to us. And It's my 2-year anniversary, guys, so I'm going to go get lit. Thanks for watching and supporting this channel, everybody that does. Shout out to La Casa del Camino and Michael Solberg Family Wines is my sponsor. And as always, I ask you every week, what will you start up today? Be well, be brave, keep going. See you.
You're listening to The Startup with Monique LeRae, only on LA Talk Radio.